23। ठीक है। हम्म। ओके, सो 1 mole of sugar contains these many, right?
अच्छा
0.1 कितना होगा?
तो 0.1 तो डिवाइड करेंगे
नहीं,
ये 1 मोल 6.23 into
एक मिनट। सो 1 mole contains 6.23 into 10 raised to power 23. So 1/10 of a mole, which is 0.1, will also contain 1/10 the molecule. If tell me in 10 rupees you can buy 100 toffees, okay? In 5 rupees, will you be able to buy more or less? लेस के लिए डिवाइड करना है क्वांटिटी। एक टॉफी इतने, 1 रुपए में इतनी टॉफीज आएंगी, और 5 रुपए में। पहले 1 रुपए की निकाल ली आपने, 1 मोल की निकाल ली,
हाँ तो
1/10 ऑफ अ मोल है ये, तो उसमें इसी का 1/10 कर लो ना।
हाँ
दिस इज 1 mole and now it is 1/10 of a mole. So 1/10 of a mole should contain 1/10 the molecules. Not clear?
यही आ गया
समझ आ गया? ओके, ठीक है। ओके, okay, don't do the other two. Let me check. Your paper will also show that you have done MCQs correctly. जो लंबे लंबे क्वेश्चन थे you did not do. जब आएगा ना आंसर शीट तो देखना. Which of the terms are unitless? मोलैलिटी का क्या फॉर्मूला होता है? ये यूनिट क्या होते हैं मोलैलिटी के? मोलैलिटी का फॉर्मूला लिखना. व्हाट इज द
मोलालिटी का
फॉर्मूला मोलैलिटी का?
हाँ
सारे फॉर्मूले लिख दो. लेट अस सी इफ यू हैव क्लैरिटी ऑन मोलैलिटी.
तो सही
फॉर्मूला क्या होता है मोलैलिटी का?
तो मोल ऑफ सोल्यूट वेट ऑफ सॉल्वेंट
राइट. ठीक है. सो दैट मीन्स इसके यूनिट्स क्या होंगे? मोल्स अपॉन ग्राम्स. सो यू विल राइट इट एज मोल per kilogram or per gram, right? Where this is the weight in grams. ये तो यूनिटलेस नहीं है, मास आ रहा है इसमें. Now write the formula of molarity. So this is having units.
तो
This
इसका
has units. हाँ.
इसका मोल और ये तो थोड़ा सा
कौन से?
So mole fraction and percentage.
मोल एंड,
So mole fraction and mass percentage.
ठीक है, so you know this also. Okay, what is the formula of molarity? तो इस तरह के जो क्वेश्चन है ना,
हाँ,
जो एमसीक्यू और आसान आसान है, वो अपने पेपर में करें, ये दिख गया मुझे।
okay.
बट जहां लंबा क्वेश्चन आया, लिखना पड़ा, रीजनिंग आई, तो दिख जाएगा कि वो बड़े वाले जो हैं, स्पेसिफिकली जो लास्ट में दिए होते हैं,
Mole of solute by volume of
हम्म,
solution. So mass or liter or gram.
हम्म,
Okay.
ठीक है। मोल्स ऑफ सोल्यूट डिवाइडेड बाय वॉल्यूम ऑफ सॉल्यूशन, ठीक है, मोलैरिटी, ये भी, इसके भी यूनिट्स होते हैं, तो योर आंसर इज करेक्ट। लेट्स गिव यू वन मोर, बट मेजॉरिटी ऑफ द पेपर इज नॉट फ्रॉम चैप्टर वन।
Okay.
देयर आर वेरी फ्यू क्वेश्चंस फ्रॉम चैप्टर वन।
Mm.
I think you just got two questions from, okay, नहीं आया है, 3 नंबर का भी आया है एक।
तो फॉर्मल चार्ट का होगा।
हम्म, कॉन्सेंट्रेटेड HCl, ओके, ठीक है।
हम्म,
3 मार्कर है एक। ठीक है, सही डायरेक्शन है, मोल्स सही निकाल रहे हो।
मोलर मास इज 58।
क्लोरीन इज वन सिंगल ना, NaCl, तो क्लोरीन का हो गया 17 या 35। क्लोरीन एक ही है ना सिर्फ।
हाँ क्लोरीन है।
35, 35.45 और सोडियम इज 23। हाँ 58.5 ही है। सही है।
जीरो।
ठीक है। That is 1 by 10, that is 5 by 10. So 0.1 divided by, so
तो
1 by 10,
0.2।
so ऊपर 1 by 10 है हाँ, और नीचे क्या है 5 by 10, तो इसका 10 ऊपर चला गया। So 0.2 moles per liter. थर्ड। सही है, सही करा। Okay. So this was a formula fitting question, right? फॉर्मूला फिट करा, आंसर आ गया। नाउ यू विल फेस ट्रबल बिकॉज अब क्या है, ये एनसीईआरटी का पूरा पेपर आया है, तो wherever there will be no use of formula fitting and some thinking is required, the question changes now. Okay, so now the question requires some thinking. Formula fitting is fine, definition level. Now you need to think. This is an NCERT question from your paper. ये भी आया था 3 mark पे. So whole paper is from NCERT. There is not a single question outside of NCERT. The strategy is, if you do your NCERT well, जो भी 20-25 क्वेश्चन और 4-5 सॉल्व है, you can do the whole paper correctly. To do one chapter, complete NCERT today. Please complete this chapter, chapter 1. Sit on it and complete till tomorrow. And collect your doubts and then ask me. We will have a class.
ओके सर। तो क्वेश्चन नंबर 22 का और पार्ट क्या है?
नहीं, don't worry, do this. I want to see whether you can do formula fitting and beyond or just formula fitting. And then I will give one more. मुश्किल से 20 क्वेश्चंस हैं पीछे एनसीईआरटी के और सॉल्व्ड. If you have done them, you can do the whole paper. Let us see, can you think? Do you know what is happening? इसमें हो क्या रहा है? Can we discuss that? Tell me what's happening. What is the meaning of the word 38% HCl by mass?
So it says the mass का 38% यूज हुआ है.
यूज हुआ है.
Yes, sir.
कहाँ यूज हुआ है? There is no word like use.
It says 38% HCl by mass.
इसका मतलब क्या होता है? What is the meaning of the first line?
The concentrated HCl is 38% of the non-concentrated HCl mass.
Solution.
Yes, sir.
So solution is made up of water and HCl, right? So you have a solution. Let me just draw. So this is the container. It has concentrated HCl.
Sir.
This is concentrated HCl, and it says it is 38% by mass. So which means if the total mass of the solution is 100 grams in this container, out of that 38 grams is HCl. This is solution. Concentrated HCl. This is what is given to you. Question is, this knowledge is available to you, which is one. If I say this is first knowledge which is known to you, the second knowledge which is available to you is the density of the solution. The density of the solution rho, which is
1.1.
mass of the solute. Obviously, the density means the solute. Okay, the dense. Okay, if D is equal to, so density of solution is given. Okay, so the mass of the solution divided by volume. Okay, so mass of solution divided by its volume. So density is given to be 1.19. This is density. Mass of the solution is 100 grams and the volume. So volume of this solution is 100 upon 1.19 centimeter cube. So you know the volume also, how much volume is there. We assume there is 100 gram of solution containing 38 grams of HCl from this statement. Then it told us more information about the solution, which we used. Density का formula क्या होता है? Density is equal to mass upon
volume.
I used that and I found the density of the solution is known to me. Mass of the solution is known to me. I found the volume of the solution. So this type of concentrated HCl is available to you. Two informations are available to you about this HCl. Now somebody says using this HCl, right? I want to make another solution, one more solution, and I want to make 1 liter of it. So he said, I will use this and I will get a 1 liter vessel, 1 liter vessel, which is very large. So this is completely 1 liter. So using the above, so he goes to the market, buys this type of solution whose density is known to him, whose HCl by mass is known to him, and he wants to create 1 liter of another solution, but he wants the molarity to be 1 liter, sorry, 0.1 m. First of all, we should know what is the molarity of the given solution which he needs to buy, right? This concentrated HCl, what is the molarity of this? This is also a question. And now we know the molarity is given by what? Given by moles of solute
by volume.
By volume of solution. So if I know there are 38 grams of HCl, can I say that the number of HCl, which is this solute, Let me calculate moles of HCl. Okay. So 35 and H is 1, 36 grams, right? So how many moles of HCl are there then? 19 by 18 moles. What is the volume of the solution?
100 divided by 1.19.
Yes. So I am substituting that also here. That I got from density. I used the density expression and I was able to find the volume also. So 19 by 18 whole divided by 100 divided by 1.19 is equal to 19 by 18 into 1.19 upon 100 is the molarity of the concentrated HCl. Okay? So let's do a quick calculation, which is we have to do the multiplication of 1.19 multiply by 19, 22.61. 22.61 divided by 1800. So 0.01256. 0.01256 is the molarity. The calculations are, this is 100. Okay, so this is in per liter, 0.1 mole per liter. So if I want to do, this was in, this volume was in centimeter cube. So if I want to convert it into liters, it will be 1.8 liters. So I will divide 22.61 divided by 1.8. This volume is in centimeter cube.
So gram.
Milliliter. And the above is in, the numerator was in moles. So it was like this, moles divided by centimeter cube or milliliter, one and the same thing. So I've divided the volume with 1000 and converted it to liters. Right, so 1.8. So actually this should be, I'm multiplying it by 1000 back. So we will get how much? 1256 divided by 10 raised to power 5 into 1000 is equal to 1256 upon 10 raised to power 3 is equal to, sorry, 2. 12.56. This is the molarity. This is the way I've done this. So 19 by 18 is clear?
Yes, sir.
Now the volume is how much? 100 upon 1.19, but the volume is in centimeter cube, so I'm dividing it by 1000 to convert it into liters. Where will this go? In 2000, right? Which is what I did. This is 1.8 and this is in 2000. This 1000. 19 by 18 multiply by 1.19 into 1000 divided by 100. So 2 goes, this becomes 22.61 into 10 upon 18 is equal to 226.1 divided by 18. Right? So you can see it is, the molarity is very high. ठीक है? $12.56. Now, so you go to the market and buy a solution with such a high molarity. 12.56. Can you beat that? Now you want to make 1 liter of 0.0.
5.
Yes. 1 liter of 0.0 mHCl. So 1 liter of, so this is 1 liter and 0.1 molar HCl. So how many moles of HCl are inside it? Molarity is equal to what? Moles divided by volume. So the required solution has molarity of 0.1. Moles we don't know. Let's find the new solution. 1 liter. So we need how many moles? 0.1 mole of HCl. Moles. So this solution should give me 0.1 mole of HCl. Right? So I know how many moles are available to me in terms of molarity. In 1 liter, I have 12.56 moles available in 1 liter of this solution. I need 0.1 mole out of this, right? So I will take 1 teaspoon maybe. So 12.56 moles are present in 1 liter of this solution. So 1 mole will be present in 1 upon 12.56 mole, and 1 mole will be present in this much volume of the concentrated solution. Finally, I have to borrow the HCl. So if I take these many liters of the concentrated HCl, maybe a teaspoon, and put it in 1 liter of water, so I'm getting what? I'm getting 0.1 mole of HCl from the concentrated solution in a teaspoon. Example, okay? Very little quantity is picked up. So because I know this solution is 12.56 moles in 1 liter. It is so concentrated. And if I want 1 mole of HCl from it, I will need this much volume from it. 1 liter contains these many moles. So 1 mole will be contained by these many liters, and 0.1 mole is I need to make my solution. So I say into 0.1 liters of this. So if I have this much volume of this solution, very little quantity of this, and I add 1 liter of water, I will get my 0.1 molarity.
Okay.
So this solution is being used to prepare other solutions. This solution, concentrated solution, a very small part of it has been picked up and added to water. That means it has been diluted. You picked this much solution from the main solution and added a lot of water and created 0.1 molar HCl out of that. So your thinking should be that the concentrated HCl is available to me, but it is of no use because in laboratory we use very diluted HCl. So I will just pick very small amount of, what is that small amount? Your target is to have 0.1 mole of HCl in the target solution. This is your target solution, which is 1 liter. And what is the molarity you need? 0.1 mHCl. Using this information, you found out how many moles of HCl are present in it. You found out only 0.1 mole of HCl is present. We're using this formula. Molarity was 0.1, volume was 1 liter, moles came out to be 0.1 mole of HCl is present in it. Who will give you this? From where will you get? From here.
Concentrated.
You know that 1 liter of this solution contains a lot of moles, 12.56 moles. So out of that, you're just stealing 0.1 mole.
Yes, sir.
So you will need, so 1 liter contains so many moles. So
Mm.
very little volume will contain 0.1 mole,
Yes.
1/10 in fact, right?
Mm.
12.56 moles of the concentrated solution are contained in, so these are moles because this is molarity.
Mm.
These many moles of concentrated solution are contained in 1 liter.
Yes, sir.
So one
Mm.
mole of the concentrated solution will be available in this much volume,
Yes, sir.
but you need only 0.1 mole to make your solution. So you say, okay, into 0.1. So these many liters are
Mm.
contain zero point 0.1 mole of HCl.
Yes.
0.1 divided by 12.56. Very small amount. This may
Mm.
be 1 divided by 12560. I think it is negligible. Even
Mm.
if I convert it into liters by multiplying by 1000,
Mm.
right, I will get this number 100 upon 1256 centimeter cube. Very small amount. Not even half a, it
Mm.
is 100 6 roughly. If I say 1200, right? 1 by 6th of a centimeter cube. This much. 1 teaspoon is also very large. A very small amount put in 1 liter of water and you will get the required solution.
Mm.
So this was a question which required thinking. Any question that requires fitting of a formula, you can do. That I have seen.
Mm.
Any question that requires understanding and analysis, which means one step ahead of formula fitting, you are finding it tough. You don't know how to start because it's a 3 marker. So your competency right now is that of a level 1, which means you're not accustomed to doing long questions. You're only accustomed to doing very small 1 markers. And I'm sure you have scored most of your marks in MCQ. Let's test you on a similar question, okay? Let's see your understanding. So now you have to demonstrate understanding, not formula fitting. Basic concept of molarity, good.
Mm.
Application and understanding, not good.
Mm.
Not able to understand what is happening in the question, what is expected. Okay, try this.
So A, B.
Both, they are same question. Again, a 3 marker, very similar to the one you did. You need to develop understanding, which will only come from practice. So you need to be getting used to 3 markers, 5 markers, long paragraphs. You have got used to 1 marker. Simple formula fitting. Do this. Let us see if you can apply yourself. Now you know molarity, right? You understand what is molarity formula.
Mm.
But then how do you use molarity to to be able to analyze and create another solution? A solution is given to you. Now you're changing the molarity of it by adding some mass to it. Something is happening in the experiment. Now you have to analyze. That part is the next part of your learning. Analysis, application of the concept, not
Mm.
definition.
Mm.
So now you know your strategy. Your strategy is to practice long questions, which have a long calculation.
Yes.
Try this. Let us see what you do.
Yes.
Read it carefully. Feel free to ask me if you have a doubt also. I will
Mm.
answer. Don't
Mm.
worry. NaOH. Where is NaCl?
Mm. Mm.
This is same as the MCQ we did.
Mm. Mm.
Moles are known
Mm.
and the volume is also known.
Yes, sir.
The molarity is to be found out. Formula fitting, right?
Mm.
The next part is analysis.
Mm. Okay. Mm. Mm. Okay. Mm. Mm. तो वॉल्यूम 50 होगा तो
डिवाइडेड बाय 1000 कर लो क्योंकि पर लीटर होता है.
Okay.
वो सेंटीमीटर क्यूब है. मोलैरिटी के लिए यू नीड लीटर्स. सो
Mm.
सेंटीमीटर क्यूब से काम नहीं चलेगा. सो डिवाइडेड इट बाय 1000, तो 1000 ऊपर चला जाएगा. कन्वर्ट दिस इज वॉल्यूम इज क्यूब, सेंटीमीटर क्यूब.
हाँ. Okay. तो यहाँ पर 10/50.
ठीक है. यस, अग्रीड. सो 0.2
Okay.
या 1/5, whatever you want to write, it's okay. 0.2 capital M, that is molarity sign. Yes. So now you have a solution about which you know quite a lot. You know its molarity. Okay. Now what are you supposed to do? In the next step, what are you supposed to do?
Over to bit is all to make 100 centimeters cube
Oh,
of ये,
okay. It's a
0.5.
separate. It's a separate question.
Okay.
So you have 100 centimeter cube available
Hmm.
of 0.15 molar NaOH. He's asking you uh, how many grams of sodium hydroxide is required. So which means
Hmm.
the molecular mass is NaOH is known to you. So you can find the moles first, moles of NaOH. And then you know the molecular mass. So convert the moles into molecular mass, those many grams. Do it. This is simple. This is also formula. You have to create a solution using some moles of NaOH, but instead of moles, he's asking you grams.
Hmm. 0.15 moles of NaOH.
So molarity का, what is the formula for molarity? Write the formula. You know molarity is equal to,
Moles upon mole.
yes. So volume is given to you in this question.
200
Okay,
centimeters.
so 100 by 1000. So you have to
Yes.
convert it into liters. Okay, so 0.15 is a molarity. 0.15, 0.15. Start putting the values. 0.15 is equal to, moles are not known to you, moles of NaOH.
The X.
Okay, let's call them X. Okay, 100 by 1000 and ऊपर चला जाएगा 1000, so it will become 10. So x is still above, ऊपर ही है 10x. ठीक है, so x is equal to 0.15 divided by 10. So these are moles of what? Sodium hydroxide? 0.015. Moles. X is number of moles of sodium hydroxide.
Yes. The moles. Simple moles.
ठीक है. Now convert it into grams. Now you know the moles of sodium hydroxide. So you can find the grams also. 1 mole of sodium hydroxide weighs how much? 50? No. You 40, right? 40 grams.
50
You've
grams.
written.
Yes, sir.
So 1 mole is equal to 40 grams. So these many moles will be how much?
Okay.
Very small number of moles are there, right? Very small. 1 mole
40 grams.
is equal to 40 grams. So 0.015 should be a small value. Not divide, multiply. When you divide, when you have 5 moles is equal to 40 gram and you're finding for 1 mole.
Yes, sir.
But if you already have 1 mole available,
Zero
for
multiple.
then you need to multiply.
Mhm.
To get to 1 mole, you divide first. But here it is not required. You just have, yeah, so many grams. 40
0.5.
40 divided into 15 by 1000. 2 twos are 2 fives are 5 threes are 6 grams.
Okay.
Got it?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
This was not very difficult. This was again formula fitting. There was no two solutions being created using this, that, nothing.
Mhm.
Okay. One more important question from NCERT.
Huh.
Something that will require a bit of. Yes. So let's move to the next page.
Okay.
So please ensure that you do longer questions now.
Hmm.
Start from reverse when you do NCERT. Not don't do MCQ to start with. Start from reverse side. The
Yeah.
complicated ones, the longer ones, 3 markers, 2 markers.
Just sulfuric acid. Okay.
Do this. Very similar to your exam question. Same actually, no difference. Here also you have biomass and the density known to you. And with the help of this concentrated sulfuric acid, you have to prepare a diluted sulfuric acid. So you will take very small amount of this sulfuric acid, add
Mhm.
it to 5 liters of water, and you will get a new sulfuric acid solution, which is zero point 0.5 molar. But that concentrated aqueous sulfuric acid is the one which everybody buys from the market and then creates very diluted sulfuric acid so that they don't harm you. In a very large amount of water, they add very little amount of sulfuric acid. The concentrated sulfuric acid is purchased in small quantities, added to very large amount of water, and you get very small molarity sulfuric acid. Do this. We just discussed the HCl, identical. Let's see if you can write it.
Mm. 8%. So 100 grams.
Yes. Right.
So mass upon volume.
Yes. You have to pick very small volume of concentrated acid
Mm.
and put it in water, 5 liters, and you will get 0.5 moles. So you have to find out how many moles of sulfuric acid are there in the target solution. But yes, the information which is available to you. So there are two. One is a concentrated aqueous sulfuric acid. The other
Yeah.
is a diluted. Diluted you have to make using the concentrated. So first find a lot of detail about the concentrated sulfuric acid. That what exactly is this concentrated sulfuric acid made up of?
Mm. Mm. So ये this the aqueous sulfuric with acid ये 1.81 मिला
ठीक है, सो जो दिया हुआ एसिड उसकी मोलैरिटी पता चल गई, the concentrated one, right? So you have worked on the concentrated piece.
Okay.
So this is approximately 1, okay? So you said moles of sulfuric acid 100, so 1.1
Mm.
या 1.0 कुछ आ रहा था,
So 1.0
ओके तो 1 ले लेते हैं, चलो 98% है, so every 100 grams will have 98 grams of sulfuric acid, which is very dangerous.
Mm.
Practically it's pure sulfuric
Okay.
acid, right? Hardly any water, okay? In 100 grams, 98 grams is sulfuric acid, only 2 grams is water. So density is this, mass is 98 grams, right? Sorry, so we are
So
talking about solution now, okay? Solution mass is 100 grams and the density is so much.
1.8.
So you get the volume. Volume is equal to 100. So this should have been converted into, this is grams per centimeter cube, right? So this should have been divided by
Oh.
1000. So this is 1.84. Density is 1.84,
Mm.
not 1.80.
Mm-hmm.
And this should have been what?
Divided by
Milliliter. Acha, you have divided.
Mm.
Okay, let's say this is also correct, 1.84 here. So 55.5 ml. Then these many liters.
Mm.
Okay, so now you know the volume of this solution, the concentrated solution, right? So what is the molarity?
1.81.
Moles are
So 1 mole.
roughly 1 mole divided by
Mm.
0.55. Wait, if you divide 55.5 with 1000, 55.5 with 1000, you will get 0.055, right? So 0 is missing. 3, 1, 2, 3. Change it. This is not 1.81, this is 18.1 then. This is the molarity of your concentrated sulfuric acid. So you have to use this concentrated sulfuric acid. Some volume you are picking from here in a teaspoon, maybe very small quantity, and you're creating a 5 liter
5 liters.
of 0.5 molar sulfuric acid. So which means you will need some moles in it
Mm.
to create this, which will come from this. Right? So first find out how many moles you need to create this using this solution, which you need to create. How many moles of sulfuric acid are present in it? Find it. You know the molarity of this solution. You also know the volume of this solution. So you can find the moles, right? This is your target. This is what you want. And this is what you have as a source. So you're using a very concentrated sulfuric acid to and picking some volume from it, transferring the volume to a very big tank. This is what you're doing. So you know how many moles of sulfuric acid are present because you have the equation. So molarity is equal to
Mole.
mass mole upon
Volume.
volume. So molarity is 0.5 m
Yes,
of
sir.
this target. Moles you have to find out,
Yes, sir.
and volume is 5 liters, right? So how many moles? 2.5 moles is what you need.
Hmm. Yes, sir.
From where? From here,
Constant.
right? And you know 1 liter of this contains how many moles?
18.1.
18.1 moles.
Hmm.
So 18.1 moles are contained by 1 liter of the concentrated solution, right? So 1 mole will be contained in how much volume? Smaller. To find 1 mole equivalent, I've divided because I have to find 1 mole. So I've divided.
Hmm.
And for if I need 2.5 moles from here to be transferred, how much volume do I need? This much.
Multiple. Yes, sir.
So this is the volume of concentrated H2SO4 which I will transfer to this utensil.
Yes, sir.
So divide 2.5 divided by approximately 18
Hmm. Whatever.
into 1000. Let's say this is 18.1 liters, right? So into centimeter cube is 1000,
Yes, sir.
right? So how much should this will become? 2.5. So this will become 250 divided by 18. So 125s are 2 9s are 9 12s are is 108. 9 into 13 is how much? 117.
Yes, sir.
And then 8, 13 point. So
31.
80. 13 sevens are is 91. 13 fives are is 65. 13 six are 13.6 centimeter cube. So if you pick up 13.6 centimeter cube of this concentrated H2SO4 and put it in 5 liters, you will get your target. So this particular target was used to calculate what? How many moles of sulfuric acid do I need? I was able to find these many moles, right? Who will give these moles? The
Constant.
concentrated HCl.
Yes,
And I knew 1 liter contains so much.
hmm.
So in how much volume will 2.5 moles be there? And that is a volume he has asked. What volume of concentrated HCl needs to be transferred to this container to create such a solution whose molarity is 0.5 and volume is 5 liters. So from the target solution, calculate how many moles are required and pick those moles from the concentrated solution. So tomorrow your job is you will pick chapter 1 NCERT.
Okay.
Do all the questions and mark your difficulty.
Hmm. Okay.
Read the chapter, memorize the formula, and tomorrow we will have a class again and we will discuss what have you done again almost at the same time.
Okay.
So your strategy is very clear. You will complete NCERT for every chapter. Every question you will do and ask me which one is not clear with your hands.
Sure.
And I will ask you to show me how to do this. So we
Hmm.
will do some policing also on you.
Okay, sir.
Now you know what's the way forward. Every day you will prepare one chapter,
Hmm.
do the NCERT complete,
Yes, sir.
mark your difficulties, discuss with me. I will show you how to do it.
Okay, sir.
Then I will ask you from the whole chapter any question I want to test you there and then. So tomorrow I will test you also.
Okay, sir.
Maybe you're not able to do 3, 4, but the balance you will say that I have done, or maybe you have not done.
Hmm.
So the strategies Always study, do yourself, learn the concept, go back, do it, come back with doubts, complete assignment, give a test. That is the way education is done. If you don't do assignments and don't appear for a test, then you're not doing anything except lazing around on a chair. Sitting on a chair is not equal to studying. Doing assignment completion, taking test, coming with doubts is education, learning. Then otherwise you're not learning. Make sense? So complete your education cycle. And also your focus is you have to do longer questions, not the smaller ones. Right? See you tomorrow then. लग जाओ इस चैप्टर के ऊपर. आसान चैप्टर है, 5-6 नंबर पक्के आ जाएंगे इसके अंदर. That means how much have you scored now? 22? Right?
Yes, sir.
इसमें if you score, you get to 28. Similarly, every chapter you have a scope of scoring. Right? In every chapter, if you score 4 more marks, your score will touch 44.
Yes, sir.
5 chapters, 20 more marks. That is a decent score to begin with. Better than what you have scored right now, right? I'm not expecting you will score 70 now on 70. It is not possible for you. That requires immense amount of practice.
Yes, sir.
Okay? But you can easily score 40 to 50 marks just by doing NCERT complete. Don't do any other thing. If you want to do MCQs, pick up exemplar. There are 7-8 exemplar MCQs. Do them. 1 marker done. Then do those 10, 15, 20 questions behind NCERT. Mark them. If you have a doubt, you don't understand, or you don't understand how to write the answer, check with me. I will help you understand how to write. Show me what have you written. I will tell you what are the mistakes so that it becomes part of your memory. So let's meet tomorrow. Just send me a message. Chapter read. Exemplar MCQs attempted. All NCERT questions attempted. Chapter 1. I have few doubts and we will clear all your doubts. So chapter 1 complete, which means you will score 6 on 6 from this chapter. Easily. Now you know the test will come from only NCERT, nowhere else.
Yes, sir.
I've seen all the questions very thoroughly. Every question is MCQ is from exemplar. Every reasoning assertion question is from exemplar. Every passage question is from exemplar.
Yes, sir.
So there are only two passages, one or two. The chapter number 1 has no passage. So you need to do around 15 reasoning assertion questions in all chapters. Maybe 3-4 passage questions.
Okay.
That's all. So your total aim is to do 100 questions in 5 chapters and you're done. That's your strategy moving forward.
Yes, sir.
Chalo, see you tomorrow then. I will wait for your message.